Jordan-Hare Stadium, one of the most intimidating and passionate environments in all of college football. More than 87,000 will be watching that eagle fly overhead and getting set to back their beloved Auburn Tigers. What we have in store for you today, a clash between a couple of SEC teams that could have season-long ramifications. As we'll see, the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sooners will put total leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tigers offense will have the first possession of the game. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on first down. They'll give it to the back. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. So Oklahoma's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Finds his big tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Looking to throw, it's Ackerman. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time, go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Hard work pays off, guys. These offenses work so hard week in and week out, working on those critical down and distances, third downs, and having that conversion this early in the game, that's got to feel good for this offense.
Now on second down. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Finds a man on the right. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The Tigers are flying down the field. Quarterback checking off. Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. The run from the shotgun. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give in the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. The jet sweep pass. Sweet spin. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And after the three-spot guys, we're all tied up. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Mississippi State endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Stark Vegas, and the Bulldogs came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is a W. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gets rid of it. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Dropping back, it's Ackerman. Got him downfield. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
The cornerback wasn't fooled that time. He was squatting on the out route, and because of that, he was able to transition, break on the ball, and knock it away.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Sooners will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The offense set for a 1st down play. The back goes in motion. Got enough for the 1st. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The give to the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
After the run, now to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and just didn't have it there.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Auburn hopes to get War Eagle flying in this red zone trip. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Quarterback extends the play. He'll throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
Out of the gun, the inside give. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He looks that one in nicely. Touchdown, Auburn! Reeled it in and just made the house call. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up a touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Running back searching for a hole. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Looking downfield, it's Ackerman. Throws to the wideout. And that pass picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37. Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. Gets it out fast. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on 4th down. 1st down here for the offense. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. It's complete on the right side. Still on his feet at the 45. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. The Sooners in the hurry-up. They're testing the right side here. Keeps the legs moving. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Back to pass, it's Ackerman. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And he's got it! Touchdown, Sooners!
And nice job by this offense. 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line. The whole playbook's open. Great job by the QB, seeing it immediately. Getting the football out of his hands, hitting his receiver, getting 6 points.
And they did tack on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
He's got his man. Looks as if Auburn will have enough for the 1st down. No huddle offense to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
When you think about it, when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive.
He holds it in, and nobody's close. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
Man, do you have to love the timing, the 6th sense to call that play and know to be successful. Jesse, you're looking for big plays when you call trick plays, and a touchdown, that's exactly what you want.
Man, the quarterback was licking his chops too, David. When he got the ball back from the running back, he knew he had his guy wide open. At that point, you're just thinking, don't underthrow it too badly and don't miss this guy. Just give him an opportunity, and the trick play pays off.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll leave it with him. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Direct snap. And the Sooners get enough for the 1st down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
I really like this slot receiver because of the shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. The Sooners are on the move. They go to the draw. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on 1st down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Zings it complete to the right. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. Back to throw, it's Ackerman. Using the quick game. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Going for 6. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. On second down, looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got it. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Trying to get to him. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Between the uprights, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oregon. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's back to throw on second down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Tiger.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make it.
Looking for a man. It's Ackerman. Finds his man down the middle. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And a great play design here in this type of situation. Obviously, trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the clock.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him, and guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. They'll go to the air. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there on the plains.
Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman of being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Just the ability to move the chains, keep the drive going, sort of quintessential efficiency from a Sooner quarterback.
Yeah, and from a Sooner offense because, Reese, they keep the drive going, but what does that do? Most Oklahoma teams over the years, we see them go fast, and they wear you down throughout a football game. So the quarterback play on those completions that move the sticks, that make you play 3 more plays, 4 more plays, 5 more plays, and just wear you out.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. And the Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Quick pass on the fly motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, it's Ackerman. Sends it downfield. Ball in the air, intercepted. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense. It's at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look than what they did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last.
Can anyone catch? Oh, the hops. The 20. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over and moving behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jay.
What a snag by the defense. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Tigers. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. To throw, it's Ackerman. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get it through the air. Finds his target down the middle. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Just a great job by the quarterback, the running back, the offensive line. Sneaky little devils. What do? Make it look like pass, sneak in the run, catch you off guard. Great play call by the offense.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Got Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires on the run. Underneath toasted coverage. Got it deep downfield. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He'll keep it himself. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Auburn sends out the punting unit. He'll try to really get into this one. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming. This offense has a 2nd down play. Give to the back. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive, so someone's going to have to...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Coming after him. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Well, this head coach is clearly sending a message. He clearly doesn't believe in punting. Going for it this close to his own end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooner! Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I'll tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. UMass overcame a sloppy start and just put the finish. A notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from Amherst, these Minutemen got to be thrilled. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Offense gets set for second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Maybe that stop shows this defense is tightening up, especially in the run game. The offense, frankly, they've been able to do whatever they want to do. They just handed the ball off. This guy's having success left and right. No serve, no moss. Get it together.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. The sweet feet buy a little time. Trying to escape and get it himself. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Now, 4th down.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Can't get him to the ground. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
All right, if you're a quarterback in that situation, you know there's nowhere to go, so just
Cut your losses.
absolutely slide. Don't take the extra punishment. You just give up on the play.
They'll try to power their way ahead. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And the Sooners are rolling down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. And they can't make the connection. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, to give, looking for room. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. 8th play of the drive coming up. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. A strike downfield. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They're going to run it. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. It is good. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
The play by the speed back. You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll ride the hot hand. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Looking for space. It's Branch. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Power football with the run. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On second down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you get.